As parents, I think most of you share one thing: to give your children the best possible start in life. Unfortunately, today's rates of chronic health conditions are affecting our children immensely, from allergies and asthma to ADHD and autism. Is there anything we can start doing now to support our children's development and health before they're even born? Keep watching this video to find the biggest overlooked step when it comes to prenatal care. This information is specifically for expecting parents and those planning to conceive who want to take a proactive approach to their baby's health and development, particularly those concerned about the rising rates of developmental and chronic health challenges in children. We're going to explore the crucial role of the nervous system in your baby's development and how understanding this connection can help you make informed decisions about your pregnancy journey. You'll learn about the concept of the perfect storm and practical steps you can take to support your baby's optimal development. So how did we get here? Let's look at some perinatal statistics. The U.S. is first in emergency care, but last in maternal and infant mortality rate. The United States spends over $50 billion on childbirth each year. The U.S. fertility clinic services market was valued at $7.9 billion in 2022 and is projected to reach $16.8 billion by 2028. 25% of women are induced. 70 to 75% of women in the United States receive an epidural during labor. 1 in 3 American women undergoes a cesarean section, despite the World Health Organization recommending a rate of 10 to 15% at most. About 1 in 7 women experience postpartum depression. Now, obviously, we cannot control everything that happens during birth, and some scenarios really are emergencies. But what we can do as moms to help us and baby best adapt to any stressors during pregnancy and birth, what would those be? Many think that hormones are the answer, but let's take a step back and talk about what controls every system: the nervous system. So our autonomic nervous system is the part of our nervous system that receives information from the outside environment and our inside environment and coordinates a response of every other system, organ, and cell in the body. So on one side, we have the sympathetic nervous system, which many people call fight or flight. This is activated in times of stress or perceived danger. It prepares the body for action by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and muscle tension, among many other things. Now we have on the other side the parasympathetic nervous system. For rest, regulation, and digestion, it promotes relaxation, healing, and restoration, so it slows heart rate, enhances digestion, and supports immune function. In a healthy individual, both sides work together synergistically, allowing the body to respond appropriately to different situations. When the nervous system isn't balanced, it can lead to a state of chronic stress and nervous system dysregulation. The perfect storm is a cascade of events that can cause dysregulation. Nervous system dysregulation can lead to many hormonal imbalances, such as painful menstrual cycles, fertility struggles, irregularity. When the body is stuck in a state of chronic stress with an overactive sympathetic and underactive parasympathetic, it can disrupt the hormonal balance necessary for conception and healthy fetal development. This is where the concept of the HPA axis comes into play. HPA stands for hypothalamic pituitary adrenal. And then there's an HPG axis, hypothalamic pituitary gonadal. So the HPA axis is activated in times of stress, releasing cortisol and other stress hormones that can interfere with reproductive function. The HPG axis, on the other hand, is responsible for the production of reproductive hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. When the body is in a state of chronic stress, the HPA axis can override the HPG axis, making it more difficult to conceive and maintain a healthy pregnancy. Both pathways are super important, and one is not greater than the other. But our bodies have to know when HPA is needed and when we should be in a rest and digest state. The problem really occurs when our bodies are stuck in fight or flight, when a bear isn't necessarily chasing us. So how does the HPA and HPG axis affect baby during pregnancy? Well, the umbilical cord serves not only as a pathway for nutrients and oxygen, but also as a power cord that connects the mother's nervous system to babies. This means that the developing baby also feels any stress or emotional challenges experienced by the mother during pregnancy. Mom's nervous system is sending a blueprint through the umbilical cord for baby's nervous system to learn from. High levels of maternal stress can alter fetal neurodevelopment and lead to various health challenges later in life. When a mother experiences chronic stress, her sympathetic nervous system is constantly activated, and this stress is transmitted to the growing baby. So let's talk about nervous system growth in utero. In the first trimester, during week 3, the nervous system begins to form. Weeks 5 through 8, major organs develop, and in week 6, sympathetic nerves involved in social development begin to form. In our second trimester, we have weeks 13 to 16, where bones and muscles develop, week 17, where the cerebellum begins to form, and week 26, vagus nerve myelination occurs. Let's talk about what that means real quick. Myelination is making the roads super fast. So it's like making an HOV lane in your nervous system. Real easy, quick access. Now, in the third trimester, weeks 29 to 32, the immune system develops. Weeks 33 to 36, rapid brain development occurs. Week 37, autonomic nervous system is fully developed. And week 40, vagus nerve and immune system mature. So where do we come in, and how can we, as neurologically focused chiropractors, help? Some potential effects of subluxation and dysautonomia during pregnancy include hormonal imbalances and fertility challenges, heightened stress response and difficulty relaxing, impaired blood flow to the placenta, suboptimal fetal positioning, such as breech or transverse, increased risk of complications during labor and delivery. So obviously we can't control everything, but we can set our bodies up to be the most educated, resilient, and adaptable to anything that is thrown our way. During preconception and pregnancy, we have the power to create an environment that supports baby's development from the very beginning. One of the most important steps you can take is to educate yourself and prepare for the journey ahead. Start by prioritizing preconception care for both partners. Optimize your physical, mental, and emotional health through proper nutrition, exercise, stress management, and nervous system support. By laying a strong foundation before conception, you can increase your chances of a healthy pregnancy and a thriving baby. Build your circle. Surround yourself with a supportive birth team and environment. Choose healthcare providers who align with your values and priorities and who will empower you to make informed decisions about your care. Consider working with a midwife, doula, pelvic floor PT, or a lactation consultant alongside your prenatal chiropractor, as well as other birth professionals who can provide guidance and advocacy throughout the process. Now that we've talked through all of these amazing things, I hope that you can truly see the impact that we can make on our growing babies. How cool is it that by focusing on our nervous system development, we have the ability to affect our growing babies' development even before they're conceived? The foundation of nervous system health starts with neurologically focused chiropractic care, which can offer specific benefits such as improved nervous system function for both mom and baby, reduced stress, enhanced immune function, and optimal fetal positioning. Let's start by seeing what you and your partner's nervous system looks like. At Capital District Family Chiropractic, we test this through technology called Neurological INSiGHT Scans. They are non-invasive and show us how your nervous system is functioning and where it may need some help. From there, since all nervous systems are unique, you will receive a customized care plan that is tailored to exactly what your nervous system needs to heal and be ready to grow that healthy baby, or just be your healthiest self. So don't wait until after your baby arrives to think about their neurological health. Contact us today to learn more about how we can support you in giving your baby the strongest possible foundation for their start to life. Visit the link in our bio for more information and share this video with a friend who needs it. Please share this video with anyone you know needs to hear this friends, family members, Facebook groups, and you can give our office a call at 518-599-0067. My team is always here to help.